Hey everybody, I hope you're doing well and welcome to the video. In today's video I'm going to share with you what my 50-mile training plan is going to look like for you the viewer, what you can expect to see week by week, and kind of how I'm going to, I suppose, share that journey with you along the way, because we've got about 5 months before the big day, and so there's going to be a lot of content coming your way, but I want to make it really quite specific, and I want to make it relevant and give you obviously as much value as I can whilst you view this channel, which I really appreciate. Now just before we dive into that, I want to just share with you my 2021 running challenge, which I mentioned in a previous video, and I went out there today and did it. So in short, you do not have to be taking out a GoPro to do this. You can film it on your phone. You don't even have to film any of it. You can just take a quick picture of your watch at the end, or your Strava, or however you document your run, and then you can upload it on social media. Use the hashtag 2021 running challenge, and don't forget to tag me. I'm not doing a lot of specific speed work at the moment, so for me it's unlikely I'm going to be able to make too much ground on that distance, but it may be that as my fitness improves and increases, I'm able just to push a little bit further, and it'll be the latter half of the year, because it will continue all year, that I'll be able to make some more ground as I focus on speed work after my ultra. Anyway, with that aside, let's talk about how I'm going to be sharing with you my journey. So what I've decided to do is kind of create an overlay. So when I'm talking on these videos, and it'll be weekly, I'm going to do kind of a weekly roundup. I'm going to put some clips in there of the runs throughout the week, not obviously full-length videos, just small clips to show you what I'm up to, and I'm going to overlay my intended training plan on one side, which you can see here, and then on the other side I'm going to share with you what I actually did in reality, so you get a sense of how things are going. Am I doing it literally as I planned it, or am I spending more time or less time on certain workouts, depending on my commitments during the week, family, work and life in general. It may be that I do more on Sundays and less on other days. I really did value the feedback that I got from everybody, and like I said before, I'm not precious about it. It's my first time doing it. It's just numbers on a page. I can change things, I can tweak things, and that plan was written before I started. So one thing that I did forget to mention is the fact that I can do a run commute. Now my place of work is about 5k from my home. The only problem that I do have is there's no showering facilities, so it may well mean that I have to walk to work, and then when I obviously run home in the evening, that just gives me additional 5k. And as we move to the summer months, it'll be so much more enjoyable to run home in the sun, whereas at the moment the sun typically has set by the time I get home. So that's just something to bear in mind, and the plan will be adapting week by week. What I produced was a template, and that just kept me accountable and made sure that I was covering a certain amount of mileage in the week, and it was progressive, but obviously, as we know, plans change, things change. And I'll share that with you, so you'll see week by week what I intended to do and what I actually did, and hopefully you'll get some value from that, and you'll start to see how my training is evolving. And also it depends on how I feel. Sometimes you just have a really rough week, don't you, and you have to take some things into account. As I mentioned before, I've got my charity Oddballs Manhood Marathon, the Ultra, and that's coming up towards the end of February, so that's why in my plan you see it kind of gets progressive, and then there's this peak of the ultra, and then I kind of take it back down again. That's had to be that way. Obviously when you're raising money and you're doing something for a good cause, that takes some precedence over what else I might be intending to do instead. So that's what's in there at the moment. And so yeah, week by week you're going to see a kind of a roundup video, and I'll probably film it on the Sunday, maybe release it on the Monday. I haven't quite decided on the timings, but please, obviously, if you hit the notification bell, you'll see when that goes live, and if you're subscribed, you're obviously going to see that in your subscription sort of channel page as well. So please do take a moment and do that if you find that it may be of interest to follow my journey along the way, and please do feel free to interact in the comments. I always respond to every comment that is left. So I'm going to do that week by week. That's one video you're definitely going to get, and then what you're probably going to see as well, a few videos dotted in. I might do some reviews, I might just do general quick kind of training update, I might have a particularly fun session I want to record for you. It might be my first attempt at maybe a particular hill workout. I might find a new location. So you're going to get other videos as well, but at the bare minimum it's going to be one video a week, just talking about what my intended plan was and what the reality of that plan was as well, and you'll just see things evolve and progress. One example, of course, is that I planned to take the festive period completely off. I didn't expect to be running, so when I had written my plan, it was with the view that I would be resting up until this point. Well, if you watch my video of the day, you'll see that I ran 20.21 kilometres to see in the new year. So obviously next weekend, when it says 10-kilometre long run on the Saturday, it's going to be longer than that, because it makes no sense to go back in time and run less distance. So as a minimum, I'm imagining the next Saturday I'll probably go with a 20-kilometre, something like that, and I'll still keep my portion of long running, the kind of the back-to-back, the double, on the Sunday. That'll probably still be 6 kilometres. I think it makes more sense to keep the longest one still on the Saturday and then do a 6-kilometre. And again, with pacing as well, I ran fast on my long run. I did an average of 5:30 per kilometre. My plan sees me running at about 6 minutes per kilometre. So things will change and things will adapt, but hopefully you're going to get some value from this journey. And as I say, please feel free to interact along the way. If you have any questions, always put them in the comments, or if you would like to engage with me on social media in a different way, I've got my Strava link down there, I've got my Twitter, and I've got my Instagram, which I'm often on. So if you want to send me a direct message, you can do that as well. So thank you so much for your support thus far. 2021 is going to be a really, really good year. I'm looking forward to this journey. I'm looking forward to this experience. It's going to be new. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be tough. It's going to be different. It's going to be difficult. But I will share with you my progress. And yeah, so with that said and done, if I don't see you before, I'm going to see you next week. And we will talk about how my first week of training has gone. See ya.